Howdy, folks. Back with some more Space Marine 2. It's been a good while. Well, a while as in one day. And over the past 2 days, I've done 4 Spec Ops operation missions. So, and basically keeping pace with the story. Last time we did a mission where we launched a train into the bowels of a hive city to purge a whole bunch of Tyranids. Well, which is what, of course, we've been doing the whole time. And then, after that, we did the mission that involved putting down a Hierophant Battle Titan. However, I still felt like playing because I wasn't ready to go to bed just yet. And so I decided to just go ahead and repeat some missions I'd already done on my own time. And as you can see, we've kind of altered some things since then. Namely, I've gone and let me change some things here. I've gone and replayed past missions with a couple characters. And some things are definitely going to be different. So, tactical, I unlocked a level of. As you can see, there's a little Imperial tag there. Bulwark, I did some stuff with. There's a little skull symbol right there. Did the little trial mini missions. I even tried out the Power Fist, which was better than I gave it credit for. Heavy got a new iron halo on his back, and I even tried out other stuff on him. So I definitely decided to kind of go and redo something, to kind of go and give some characters some leveling up to unlock some stuff, even if it was just a little minor amount of stuff. So with all that done, there's only 2 more operations missions, but one of them is locked into the game, and I can't play it. And then there's another one that is technically available due to being a free update, but I'm holding off on that one also. So for now, I'm gonna switch back to the main Titus campaign. And I didn't see what the mission was, so...
Brother, what was spoken by the chaplain?
Brothers, we have arrived at the Merium. Board Thunderhawks immediately and prepare for assault.
Time to go.
And we've heard this before. Hold on a second.
enemy have amassed the majority of their forces in the Numerelian Basin. Thalassa has the warp beacon. Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin and establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium. But the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of the Second Company. We will inflict upon the traitors such agony, the likes of which they have not seen since the burning of Prospero. They will suffer, they will break, and they will fall. Sons of Guilliman, for the glory of Ultramar! For the glory of Ultramar! For the Emperor!
Had to throw that one out there. Yes, game, I know about the war gear selection. You've told me several times.
Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns. The heretics will employ absolute deception. You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers and your instincts. Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
I want a Halo Reach style Space Marine game so bad. And you know what's funny is we could have gotten one. It was called Dark Millennium, which Vigil Games was working on. But for whatever reason, that game just went through so much development hell until eventually they just, with THQ having just given up, the game went bye-bye with them. Mind you, Nordic is basically the new version, but still, I don't think they even have 40k anymore on them. Shame. Hopefully someone else can take the idea and run with it. I personally think a Deathwatch game would be the perfect fit. Because then you could just make however Space Marine you want in that case. Dawn's Descent, enemy taking control of Adeptus Mechanicus facility with Luz inside. Perform suborbital drop. Stop the activation of Project Aurora.
Have you ever done this before?
You mean drop through an active combat zone, dodging flak, enemy ships and burning wreckage on the way down?
Exactly.
No, this will be a first.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Uh-oh.
But I am looking forward to it. Stay close. It's almost impossible to regroup if we're separated.
60 seconds.
Helmets. Sir.
Hehe, he said the line.
I must apologize for my actions on Alvarez. Not necessary. I fell prey to suspicion. Almost killed you.
When I was a young captain, one of my men questioned my motives, brushed his concerns aside, and I paid the price. Your suspicions arose because I failed to answer your doubts. As I failed to answer his.
Stand by for suborbital drop.
I'm honored to fight beside you both.
As are we, brother.
You grew up on Calth. Let's say we settle some of that debt today.
Aye, sir.
Love it. For the Primarch. Oh. Well.
Suspects cannot keep up with all this debris. We must navigate by sight.
We will make it. Now focus.
When was the last time I played a game with this? It's been years. Well. Oh, poor guardsman. Hell Drake! Oh shit.
Emperor bless you, Viridian.
Yeah, we blew up the warp beacon previously. I love that they harken back to that, to the Leandro stuff. Poor Titus, he was about to lose it right there. Like, really? Oh no. I love his face though. It was just like, oh crap, not this again. And then Gadriel was just like, let's have fun. The Wastelands, Day 7.
Clear a path. We shall make short work of these traitors. Quicker than they deserve.
Yeah! Thunderhammer.
Don't let engage. Your treachery and heretics waiting in ambush. Outmaneuver them. Redeploy. Back to the wall. Reload.
I could have just gone and fought him, but you know what? Screw it.
Engaging thrusters.
Enemy down. We must hurry.
Without our targeting signal, Talas's efforts will be for naught.
Splat.
Killer of corruption perverts the land. Talassa, we are on the ground and moving. Report status.
We're approaching the battle barge now.
You are ahead of us. Make contact once the Atreus is ready to launch.
It shall be done.
Are we going to let them beat us to the objective, brother?
Not today.
Doing another campaign mission today, now that we're caught up with operations. That's a lot of demons.
Repositioning.
The Doomslayers would probably look at that and be like, save some for me.
Moving.
Anything?
With this, we shall defy death's grasp.
Chainsword? No, I'm gonna hold on to the hammer for now. Melta rifle, bolt rifle, plasma. Nah, I'll stick with what I got.
My very eye, sorcerer! I shall end his accursed rituals. Engaging process.
There you go.
Felt your heresy no more, sorcerer.
Another altar of corruption.
Destroy it. Yes, brother.
No more Sauron witchcraft for you.
Altar destroyed.
Up there! The impact will destroy this whole area. Nice. It is slowing down.
Heretic sorcery. No doubt, but it will get us to our objective.
It is probably a trap.
Time is limited. We must take the risk. Move on to the cathedral.
Proceed with caution.
Am I fighting?
Thalassa,
Are you
we're
fighting
almost there. What is
Ultra
your
Legion?
The sleeping giant will
Ultra.
soon awaken, brother.
status? Hold for our signal.
We are the Ultramarines in Space Marine 2.
Brothers, are you hearing this?
Vox ghosting. Ignore it.
So yeah, those are the 1,000 Suns that we're currently fighting. In the first game, it was the Chosen of Nemeroth, which was a homebrew chapter, and now it's the 1,000 Suns in this game. I don't see any data slates.
Positioning.
Okay. Sheesh, that is nasty. Cool, but nasty. It's a lot of demons. They look kind of like mana rays. Those flying ones.
Jump back engaged.
Okay, we're going through... Yep, going through the window.
Redeploy! Alessa, transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers, but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
Dig in. If we are pushed back, the Atreus will miss its target.
We will not yield a single step. They will not deprive us of seeing that monstrosity fall.
We will find no respite until that tower falls.
Come, you warp-tainted bastards!
Watch as your false idols come crumbling down. The traitors pour from their bastion.
I spit in your Primarch's wretched eye! Sword of Atreus primed and locked in.
Lock target now!
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
Punch a hole in that wall. Repositioning. Enemy Terminator destroyed.
Now the music's picking up.
No victory for you here. Launch! Alessa! I lost the block signal.
Interference.
It could be. Come on, brother.
Listen. I hear engines. There. The Sword of Atreus lives up to its namesake.
There it goes.
That will buy us time, but we must move swiftly. While the enemy control Aurora, the odds are not in our favor.
Titus, we are detecting a massive energy surge from within the Aurora facility.
Lose. You must be trying to use the device. Or someone else is.
Whatever it is unsanctioned by the Adeptus Mechanicus. Put a stop to it.
Yes, Captain.
Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Disguise themselves as anything that is living. In one cutscene you've done 1,000, Sun was discussing himself as one else. You had to fight him and he was on the hoverboard thing. Oh yeah. The ones on the flying hover discs. I did not want to use Titus's special, but I mispressed the button.
We will soon find you in the flesh.
And remove you from it.
You may keep it as a parting gift.
Munitions secured.
Looking for anything hidden away. Like there. Or here.
Magos Ekaterina Malvolos, analog backup log 8.6.C21P. Deciphering process for data metaset of unknown origin equals 0.1 millionth percent complete. There is simply not enough time to pass this many geobytes. The teams are under assault, and we have only begun our exploration. May the Omnissiah guide me to something of essential value. Magos Ekaterina Malvolos, analog backup log 8.6.C73J. It is better to do something rather than be awestruck by the enormity of this find. How I wish I was permitted to see the site where this dataset was discovered. The environmental context would have proved useful. Noticed an anomaly within the unknown data metaset. Nearly all code is unfamiliar, except a simple subroutine of a very old lingua technica that was deprecated ages ago. Focusing my efforts here, it is at least familiar. Magos Ekaterina Malvolos, analog backup log 8.6.C42V. Node of the deprecated lingua technica came alive when initiated. Whatever machine spirits lurk within, I pray they are of the Omnissiah's devising. Still, I feel the pull to execute the ancient code. By the machine god. The code transmits but a single word. Perhaps it is a prompt, a command. What is the intention behind this singular blinking text? It taunts me in my sleep. What does it mean? The word is awakening.
Tainting this sacred ground with heretic blood gives me no pleasure.
These swords have long since reached the golden throne.
Worthless life. Resupplying. Munition secured. The enemy seem determined to destroy Aurora. Is it possible the device might work? That it could weaken them?
Perhaps they seek only the power source.
And why would they kill Nosy? I do not know, nor do I wish to speculate. We are here to end this folly, and so we shall. Proceed.
You crave the touch of the Lord, do you not?
Show yourself, betrayer!
What is it, brother?
The artifact calls to you, Titus.
And I will destroy it.
To whom do you speak?
You do not hear him.
No.
Petty tricks. A fine gift from the forge.
Death to the false emperor! Death to his puppets!
We will not be disposed of so easily.
This does not bode well. Proceed to the camp.
Completely ransacked. The wrong temple.
Their champion lies defeated. This is not the site of a Mechanicus macro weapon.
An excavation site.
Indeed. Our path leads down. Very good. They will not get past this.
Chiron to Resilient. Entering Mechanicus dig site. Requesting relevant cartography.
Restricted by order of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
This is Lieutenant Titus. Request authorized.
Denied. Aurora seal required.
Identify yourself.
This is infuriating. More heretics.
We are on the right path. treachery ends now.
That cannot be the last of them.
Just their rear guard, no doubt. Stay vigilant.
A fragment of the Dark God's power.
So said the traitor Nemeroth.
Do you believe it?
He certainly did.
You said it was destroyed.
Apparently not well enough.
That damnable Archmagos.
If it truly is tainted with corruption, then we must destroy it permanently.
Agreed.
That airlock leads into the mines.
Gather inside.
Entering quarantine zone. Decontamination required. Initiate biological purgation within the chamber. Microbial index 1.2%. Initiating sterilization.
Barely a sign of life on this world.
It is a burial world, brother. Reserved for the dead.
I just realized my microphone was off the whole time.
0.01%. It is safe to proceed.
Safe. Interesting choice of words.
Pity this chamber cannot remove corruption.
That duty is ours.
I just realized my Microsoft has been off for what must have been 5 to 10 minutes, and I feel very, very, very stupid for not noticing. So basically what I said previously was they mentioned Nemeroth from the first game, which was nice that they didn't just forget about him. So it's another nice callback to the first game. I also mentioned how it was a real shame how you didn't really have a proper boss fight with him first before doing the whole the whole free fall thing. And then and of course that and that a lot of games from the 2000s repeated that for whatever reason. It was like, yeah, a lot of late 2000s, early 2010s games, they liked to repeat certain trends that really should not have been trends, to the point that it got stupid. But since Space Marine 1 was so good, I can kind of forgive it, especially since it actually was satisfying to pound Nemeroth into the dirt, all things considered. I think I commented on how, we crashed the giant battle barge as well, among other things that happened. I switched, I did the whole switching the chain gun to the melta gun, and I left that behind because there was not enough ammo that I thought was worth keeping it around for. And then I will also try to answer Warhammer fans' thing about being able to change squad mates' weapons in the game. Honestly, I don't know if you can. I mean, if you can, great. I'll have to look it up to confirm that, but... Also, I decided to go ahead and switch to the heavy bolter rifle. I hate when I forget that I change the volume. And I changed the volume because I went to go drink coffee and I didn't want noises to go carrying through the microphone.
Ancient ruins. A cover for their research, perhaps.
The subject of it, more likely.
Wait. Those look... Egyptian. Very Egyptian.
Figures in these carvings are unusual.
Ancient marks of the ruinous powers.
Etched by fools. Long before the Great Crusade illuminated this world.
These were not made by devotees of the warp.
How do you know?
You may soon see for yourself.
Nope. Think I know who is responsible for these particular carvings. Bolt, sniper, plasma. I still have the thunder hammer, right? Yep, still do. It is on the edit squad on the menu I was just on. Wait, what? I think that's for multiplayer. Yeah, it's for multiplayer. I can't do it for single player. Would be cool, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I cannot do it for offline single player. I wish I could, but apparently I can't.
The arch-enemy have penetrated deep into these caverns.
Perhaps all the way to the Aurora device.
Heavy bolt pistol.
Let us get to work.
I'll use the heavy. I've gotten a little more fond of it.
Your worthless life is ended.
These ruins are vast.
What interest could the Mars adepts have in old stone?
We know not what secrets this old stone holds.
I only ask that it holds our weight.
Anything up here? Multi-melta again. I might as well carry it along since it's full of ammo. Okay, no, when you finish the game and do it again, you can change it. Oh, okay. That would be... I was thinking, if you could do it right away, I think that would kind of make the game overpowered. Because you'd basically be like, why even play? Because then their squad mates would just be steamrolling through everything, because they're already, like, super good, even compared to the first game. But for harder difficulties, well, then it definitely would be useful. I missed a slate at some point, and I don't know where.
You know nothing of Brotherhood.
Lieutenant.
More cheap tricks.
Does the last fusel count as... Nope, it does not. Does not count as a bonus weapon for Titus. Oh shit. No slates. Really having bad luck with the slates. Do.
Restocking. Only
Only one data slate. I don't even know where the other ones are. I missed one. Lord knows where the other ones are. Probably high up in a corner somewhere with the jetpack in the first one.
This desecration.
No more witchcraft for you, boy.
There is no damnation dark enough for these traitors.
Have faith, brother. We will send them to one fitting.
Pathetic sorcery.
Uh-oh.
A boy, spare your ammunition for the real thing.
I tire of chasing this bastard's phantom.
Why install Aurora deep within these ruins?
Perhaps it was already here.
How?
A relic from the Dark Age of technology.
This is heresy.
They will no doubt invoke the Treaty of Mars.
This damn quest for knowledge.
Knowledge is good and all. Not when it's stuff that should have remained buried and is dark and evil. I mean, heck, look at the freaking prehistoric viruses they keep finding out of the ice shelves and thinking to themselves, oh yeah, we should totally fool around with that. That couldn't possibly be a bad idea. You know, that kind of stuff. Finally, another slate.
Ekaterina Malvolos, analog backup log 8.7.A66Q. I have found an encoded set of coordinates hidden between the lines of code. I feel the Omnissiah's will guiding me now. The animus of curiosity pulls me toward a tomb adjacent to the retrieval site. I have been selected by the Machine God to decipher this riddle. Awakening will have context before the archenemy assault overtakes me. Magos Ekaterina Malvolos, analog backup log 8.7.A099. No other sign of life or Xenos presence detected. Not even a servitor or servo skull. How odd. The tomb has been undisturbed for more than 60,000 years. Short my circuits. That is long. Upon further parsing, I cannot unequivocally say what awakening means, but in the desolate space where the coordinates led me, there is nothing but an ancient sarcophagus whose name is long faded from view. Even a precursory scan of Demirium's interred found nothing but numbers and false names. Magos Ekaterina Malvolos, analog backup log 8.7.A18R. I found an uplink. concealed by dust and residue along the sarcophagus' base. The connection took seconds, but it passed as hours. The signal I received was that infernal word repeated over and over and over. Awakening, awakening, awakening. This was a waste of time. I shall perish, having added no new knowledge to the repository.
Okay, I don't know if I said it already while the mic was accidentally turned left off, but anytime something set, any sci-fi or fantasy story involves the word awakening, it usually means something bad's about to happen. Warhammer fan says, got the internet to switch got this off the internet to switch characters in a mission. You can dismiss a character that is already deployed by tapping on their portrait. Choose a new character from available. I do not know if it works though. It sounds like something that would be more for the operations mission than the main Titus campaign. But I will look into it. Yeah, why do I get the feeling that this is for something else Egyptian themed other than the Thousand Suns, and it's far older than the Dark Age of technology? Just a certain little not so sudden hint hint wink wink. I think I know what it is. Marksman.
How deep do these tunnels go? We shall see. Pull the elevator.
The Mechanicus dug too greedily and too deep. They've awakened a demon from the ancient world. Yes. Plasma containers. Big room, which means many things. Looking around for any slates. A lot of ammo boxes.
The rats emerge. Heretics hope to surround us. They may hope.
Reinforcements and all specs.
Prepare a fitting welcome.
This is clear.
Get on.
You have to finish the campaign and then switch to operations. Yep. Which honestly makes sense. The most sense.
Brace for what is to come.
He knows. He knows what this is.
Throne of Terror. What is this?
A tomb world.
You have seen one before.
Only the mechanical horrors that spilled forth from such a place.
The Martians have preserved everything. This place should have been obliterated upon discovery.
Listen as I crush your pathetic man-machine. That fool, Gilliman, believed he could hide this place from us. But we have eyes and ears in every shadow, every corner, every crack in the galaxy. I will shatter Aurora, along with your pitiful Primarch's dreams of victory.
How he prattles on. Pay his squawking no heed, brothers.
We will not be distracted from our purpose.
Yep.
The enemy is well ahead of us. This trail will lead us to them.
The sorcerer will elude us no longer. Move on the obelisk.
Ancient Egyptian look, aesthetics, green glow, big pyramid, tomb world. Yup, they didn't say it, but anyone who's a 40k fanatic knows what that means. Necron tier, or Necrons for short. The 65 million year old cyborg Terminator faction that destroyed their own gods and became immortalized in mechanical constructs. Yeesh. Imagine if we were fighting Necrons in this game. But it looks like they're all slumbering down there. And oh boy, we do not want to wake any of them up. So, well, let me think. We had orcs in the first game. We had Tyranids in this game. It makes me wonder what they could do for the third game. I want to say Necrons, because that's what they're kind of hinting at with this one. But I don't know. We could end up with Dark Eldar too, for all I know. It's like there's nothing's off the table, depending on how they want to take the story anyway. But Necrons is like my first guess.
Waste your breath. Do not speak as if you know me. Your lies grow bolder by the moment.
Titus, do not engage with them.
What will you do with the artifact once you have it?
Crush it to dust.
If it has no effect on you, why not use it?
You dare suggest heresy, Sergeant?
I said nothing.
And I heard nothing.
That degenerate clouds our minds.
Forgive my error.
We will not let you down, brother. Have no doubt.
Sounds that was a pretty kind of sort of sardonic joke they all had. I really love how Titus and Gadriel and Chiron are written. I do. I really like what the writers did. Like, they don't sound like annoying Gary Stews or unlikable, more you know, basically everything that people don't like about how Ultramarines are written in a lot of the books. Like, no, they actually sound like how they were marketed as the ideal warrior for the Imperium. Mind you, I get it. The whole thing about the Imperium and the Space Marines as being like dogmatic super soldiers for their holy emperor, but I do like that it's like, no. They don't all have to be like that. There is such a thing as character. And yes, there are chapters that definitely do break the mold, like the Raptors, the Salamanders. And then you have... Uh-oh.
When have you ever felt the light of your Emperor?
And here in this game, it's like, and similar to the first game too, it's like, yeah, you have Titus, who's like the nice middle ground compared to Sidonis, and then Leandros, and then you have a kind of a little bit of everything with this game, but in a way where the characters are still distinct. Distinct enough in their personalities.
This will serve me more minions.
Lurking in dank holes like the filth they are.
All of this was just lying under our feet this whole time. And centuries longer still.
Eons, brother. If the archives are to be believed. And on more worlds than we shall ever wish to discover.
I pray everyone is unearthed and burned to cinders.
Necrontier, civilization as old as the Earth's dinosaurs. Well, around the time the non-avian ones went extinct anyway. Which reminds me, they kind of did this similar setting plot point for Dead Space 2, where the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs was the one carrying the black marker.
champion lies defeated.
Anything hidden back here? Nope, doesn't look like it.
Why, in the name of terror, were these things not destroyed?
Preserved for study. A Martian priesthood goes too far.
Magos Ekaterina Mulvilos Analog Backup Log 9.9.I99I. Omnissiah, what have I done? The sarcophagus cracked and a metallic imago hatched. Centipede-like, it skittered up the walls. I tried to seal it in the tomb enclosure, but I dare not go back to see if I was successful. It sparked in me a quaking terror. Whatever purpose the machine god needs such an entity for, I pray to never learn. I must keep moving. Analog backup log. Forget protocol. I ran the anomalous code and received the following integers. 01.23.1.11.05. This is some cruel joke. It is a simple cipher that spells awoke. I hear the skittering machine thing, but when I look, I am not followed. No other footprints in the dust but my own still. I am being chased. Hunted. What have I awoken? I recorded the sound. See? Where is it? Oh, Messiah. I do not want to look up.
Uh-oh. She awoke one of the Necron things up. And it, well, she paid for it. Imago form. Wonder what unit that one is. Do I want to stick with the Thunder Hammer or do I want to switch to Power Sword? I'll stick with the hammer for now. That's all the slates, other than the first one that I missed, and I don't know where it was.
Treachery ends now. Reload!
These tech priests pick over the Xenos dead like vultures.
All with the Martian cult sanction, no doubt.
I do not think they were alone in that.
Do you not see the hypocrisy of Nicaea? You have felt the same betrayal as the Thousand Sons. They call us witch, heretic, for daring to wield the same power as your god, Emperor. To sacrifice thousands who share his touch of the warp at the altar of his golden throne. Not the first time he has turned his blade on his most faithful. And not the last, Titus.
You know, for a corrupted son of a bitch worshipping a dark god, he's not wrong. Okay.
Heretic sorcerer.
It's an illusion. Fake Ultramarines.
It seems to grow ever stronger.
We shall follow it to its source.
Yes, come, Mother. I wait for you.
Bolt carbine. I'm gonna stick with the bolter with grenade launcher. I haven't used it in a million years. Or do I want to go with the heavy bolt rifle? Eh. Yeah, I'll stick with grenade launcher. I do admit I kind of missed the vengeance.
It lays waste to the heretics.
Where is Imura?
The traitors are taking a thrashing down there.
Let us add to it.
I realized that they never came back. They never brought back the vengeance launcher from the first game, which was a weapon that Relic themselves made up. I guess because of all the grenade types they added, they felt it was redundant. Hell, we even got a freaking grenade attachment to the bolter, but kind of a shame. So we can put down the Chaos Marines too, eh? Might as well put some of their souls at ease.
Cogitation looks accurate. The unguents have been thrice applied.
It is Luz. Blind to all but his work.
Thankfully, his diligence has not made him faster.
Ah, I missed one.
Luz!
Ah, Lieutenant Titus, praise the Omnissiah. In just a few minutes, you will bear witness to...
You must stop this!
Sire, please. I know you have concerns, but look, this is merely a taste of what the device is capable of.
And I have seen the worst of what it can do.
My lord, you must trust me. This has been my quest for knowledge. My life's work.
Shut it down. Now.
I will not. Forgive me, Lord. Time will reveal the purity of my intentions.
You tiny grains of sand, prattling as you thunder. For a moment it seems you might do my work for me. But alas, I must finish this myself. With less true power.
Your malignant energies are useless!
Bring him down.
Uh-oh. Dreadnought.
All power and blind rage. We will not be bested by this clumsy wreck. So long as it does not catch us.
I will save your sanity with visions of eternal agony.
Ow. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with the hammer after all.
Changing magazine.
Whoa.
And for you, wretched thing.
Enough of these childish games! Then let us put a stop to them once and for all!
Okay, that was hard.
Where is he? With Aurora active, he and others like him cannot exist here.
We will see.
This is just the beginning. With these devices, we will seal the Great Rift and drive the heretics back into the warp with nothing more than a transference of alignment.
Uh-oh.
From which ocean did you gather these pearls of wisdom? Is it not the dream of every scientist to discover the birthplace of all knowledge? Behold, the source of your inspiration! The end approaches, Brother Titus. And so, to the final act. Titus, the heretic. Resistance. Return this at once.
So, Luz fell for a trap. I'm kind of reminded of Wonder Woman with that plot twist. Where the whole, yeah, it was the bad guy's idea the whole time and you fell for it. Which is what they did with Ares in the movie. And it sounds to me like they basically kind of did the same thing, which fits in the case of Zeech and the Thousand Sons.
Titus to Acheran. Do you read me?
Damn it.
How could that fool Luz not have known? He took the whisperings of that sorcerer to be his own inspiration.
Luz was merely a pawn.
They killed Nozick, led us to believe they would do the same to Luz. So we would deliver him precisely where they wanted him.
Yup.
And that spectacle in the catacombs.
Deceit, to trick that puppet Luz into finishing the work.
Yup. It was all a setup. Well, that makes for this chapter. Where are we now? Bellum Sempiternus. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off the stream right here since it is getting late. And when I come back tomorrow afternoon, we will do the next part. But yeah, that was a cool level. I liked the whole going through the Necron tombs. And then we fight the Hell Brute there. And, yeah, got a little practice with some of the other weapons I haven't used in a while, namely the grenade launcher bolter. And, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, of course, I I probably should have gone with a faster melee weapon, but I wanted to like give the Thunder Hammer some attention because it's been denied for a lot other than the use of it with the assault class that I used. So I like as I said before, I like the writing so far. I like the story. I like how they've done nice little callbacks to the first game. It's just like, yeah, the campaign is solid. Can't help but enjoy it. And we still, yeah, we got, oh, a salamander burial, eh? Well, hopefully I'll find that in the next part. So, yeah. So far, I have little complaints, other than maybe one or two weapons that I wish were carried over. In fact, there's even a bunch of weapons in the operations mode that I wish were even carried over into the campaign. So, but, is what it is. So, for now, I'm going to... You did better. I did better than you, huh? Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Trying to be humble, you know. Anyway, so yeah. Let's see, you know, I feel kind of bad for Morius and Chaos and make everything better. He's not evil. He was just fooled and misguided. So it's like, yeah, that's kind of the tragedy of 40K. You do have your genuine heroes or those who want to do good, but they're stuck in a universe that hates them. And some are able to navigate through it, like Titus. Others, like Morius, are not. So you kind of can't help but feel a little bit of pity. Well, anyway, since this counts as a separate chapter, and the chapters are pretty long as is, I'm going to cut it off here with part 11, and when I come back with part 12, we will continue with this chapter, Bellum Sempiternus, it's called. It's definitely Latin. I know Bellum means war. Sempitern, I don't know what the other one is. My Latin is very rusty. And I know a lot of 40K terms are based on butchered versions of Latin in that cool kind of way, not so much in that other, you know, take it seriously but not way. Well, it's like, how should I say it? It's like, I knew of a college professor who hated the movie 300 because of how it takes so much liberty with the actual Battle of Thermopylae. But of course, it's like, yeah, I know, but the movie's based on the graphic novel, which was more of a twisted fantasy anyway. And I kind of look at the use of Latin in 40K like how I would look at 300 to history. It's like, on one hand, I appreciate the use of it, but I also know it's not supposed to be that serious. So, anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. I hate when I do that. The tism is flowing a little too hard, like the hills of Appalachia right now. So I'm gonna cut it off right here, and when I come back tomorrow afternoon, we will do the next part. And thank you, Warhammer fan, for joining in. I'll see you later too.